Can civil engineers be allowed to draw building plans? This is one of the questions I got on the comment section on one of my posts. You will all agree with me that for an engineering student, civil engineering student, even while in school, you will be exposed to some background of architectural drawing. You will go as far as doing a floor plan, a complete floor plan, all the elevations of that plan, the cross section, and what have you. So you are literally going to be taught how to do a complete architectural drawing. But then the essence of this is not for you to replace the architect. And the truth of this is that what you are doing as a civil engineering student in the architecture is not really deep. You are just going to be taught these things on the surface. So similarly, for the architecture students, they expose them to some little structural design as well. Even those in building too, they expose them to some little structural design. And the essence of this is not that the architect should do the job of the engineer. The essence of all of this is that while you are practicing, there is no way you will practice as an architect or you practice as a civil engineer fully without working, most especially for those who will specialize. For a civil engineer who is actually mainly on structures, you will agree with me that structure most of the time, the projects you will see on structures most of the time are building projects, even though structures has to do with bridges, dam, tunnels, and all of that. But you see a lot of building projects that requires structural design, and there is no way as a structural engineer you will be able to work very well effectively without having a good understanding of architectural drawing. You must know how to interpret the architectural design correctly, and there is no way you can interpret the architectural design correctly if you are not exposed to the design. But in all of this, you are only going to be exposed to this architectural design on the surface. You are not really going very deep into architecture, right? So similarly for the architects too, who are exposed to structural design, you are only going to be